All right, so I want to talk in praise of the Almighty Note Card. Now, this is a 3x5. You can actually get ones that are a little bit bigger, but note cards are really useful. And a lot of people go, why should I have a note card? Especially if I'm delivering my speech online and I could just, have my speech on the screen or have it on the keyboard, whatever. Here's why. First of all, if you have a big sheet of paper, there's a really high likelihood that you're going to have it all written out. And that's a danger. Why is that a danger? Because when we see text in a block, our first reaction is to read that text. If I put something up with text on it, you're going to read it. It's the nature of the beast. So, having a big block of text in front of you and then basically having, say, okay, whatever you do, don't read this, is really impractical. Second, I think note cards give you the ability to gesture and to be able to move freely while still having, a good sense of where you are. In general, the thing that you want to avoid is trying to copy and paste or write out your whole speech on teeny tiny note cards like this. Because one of two things will happen. Either A, you will use this until you get tripped up, then you'll look down and you'll read the rest of your speech. Or B, you will go and look down at your card and realize, hey, I've blanked, but, I haven't been flipping my cards, and now I've got to try to figure out where I am in my stack of note cards. So that's also, and then you end up going, I'm just going to wing it, and then you try to guess what you said. I also don't think it's good to wing a speech, or try to do it when we call it impromptu. So manuscript is, where you're basically reading. Impromptu is where you're making it up. Extemporaneous is the happy medium with note cards. This is where you have cues and things like that that help you get through your speech. And one of the things that you want to do is number your note cards. So if I was going to do this for a speech, the first thing I would do is I'd go through and I'd put the number of the card in the top corner, right? That's card number 1. I also like the ruled ones. This is just the only note card I could find because my note cards are at school. Then I'm going to put where in the speech this particular note card belongs. So let's say I'm doing intro, okay? And if I'm feeling particularly organized, I actually will highlight my note cards in different colors depending on where in the speech I am. So intro, body, or conclusion. And then what I'm going to write on here are just the things I need. So for example, I might put hook, and let's say I'm going to tell a story about adopting the cat we own, Doom. I don't know why I'm doing why you should adopt a cat today for some reason. So all I might put on this card is Doom's story, And I know Doom's story, so I don't necessarily have to, write that story out, okay? And then I'm going to have whatever other notes on this card I might want. I'm only going to write on one side. Now, why am I only going to write on one side? Because if I write on 2 and then I flip to read the back, and then I forget that I wrote on the back side for the next one, it's really easy to get them in the wrong order. It's really, really easy. So I like to only write on one side. The other thing I like to do is at the very bottom, write what's next. So let's say that I'm gonna get my whole intro on this card. So I'm gonna put transition to MP1 need. Okay, I'm gonna put that on the very bottom of that card. All right, so that when I'm giving the speech, I can say, now that we understand, before we can do anything else, we have to look at the need for pets to be adopted. All right, and I'm trying to get the camera to actually focus on me. Hello, come here. We'll see. Maybe I'm a little fuzzy. It's fine. So whenever you do your note cards, you want to try to make sure, and I'm never going to tell you what to put on your own note cards, okay? That's not my spot. But I really do think it's good to have note cards, practice with them, and you really have to do it before you start practicing your speech. So that's my approach to note cards. I hope it's helpful. See you in the next video. My child is playing Fortnite, and it's upsetting my dog. That's what's going on behind me. It's been a long day.